Is advised.
Let me explain to you the reason why I am the way I am inside your tainted views, my failures and my victories. Situations that I learned can trigger me. Decisions that I've regretted instantly. Ways that I've grown and how I move differently. Listen close if you're into me. I'm guarded, I'm open, I'm struggling. Making the adjustments to this new dating world that's
Yo, welcome to another episode of the Rellz Relaxation Hour. I'm your host, Rellz, and I was joined by Blacko, but I think Ziporh took him over. So he's trying to fix his thing. First of all, I might as well get this out the way since he's not here yet. Shout outs to the sponsors, 2920 Clothing, Sayings by Butter, Bobby D Customs, I Am Her Creations, Linden Coin Laundromat, Rhinestones in a Box. The clothing lines, 2920 Clothing, obviously mine. Sayings by Butter, Bobby D Customs. They make great clothes. Check them out on IG. All by the same names too. I Am Her Creations is a great catering service. So if you need to get like cakes done for any type of special event, hit her up. Linden Coin Laundromat. It's a laundromat in Jersey that's owned by my uncle. So if you are in the Elizabeth Linden area, hit them up. I'll send an address in my link. I'll put it in the on the Rellz Relaxation Hour page on IG. Rhinestones in the Box. My cousin does great cosmetic jewelry, custom jewelry with the rhinestones. So I'll put that link in my IG as well. My co-host is not here not here right now. Well, maybe there he goes. Might have been on point. He's alive, guys. I thought Death Row got him.
Yeah, my fat. You know, I had to talk to Suge about what's going on and shit. So, you know.
Nika Pinks, what's up? Welcome. What's going on, brother?
Shit, man. Shit, you know, I'm trying to really, get the hang of this whole, background shit. Not really digging it. I'll fix it eventually.
You had me feeling like I was about to do the show on my own. I feel like I had to reformat it.
Nah, I got you, man. I got you.
Appreciate it. Oh yeah, look. So Blacko, look. This is what I got, man. This is my breaking barriers as a fantasy hockey player. I broke barriers, man. I did it for
what the hell is that?
Just if you know hockey has a Stanley Cup trophy. This is like a mini one. And then for winning, they gave me like a hockey stick. So it's like a commemorative thing. It's like
man, first brother ever do it, last
man. Listen, it's the most dominant.
Right,
it might be the last brother too. Most dominant team in hockey history. Finished the season 22-3. Was unstoppable. So it doesn't happen often. So I've been taking advantage of it. Those certain individuals at my job don't like it, but it is what it
is. Listen, man, that's a sign of a good start. Listen, because my thing is this, you did that. You won. You broke a barrier.
Yeah, they call me Hockey.
You good?
They call me Hockey Robinson now, man.
Hockey Robinson. Holy shit.
Hockey Robinson.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man here is crazy.
Hockey Robinson. Now look, he did it in baseball. I did it in hockey. I'm paying homage. Although the first name was Willie OG. So I named the trophy. It went from the Stanley Cup to the Willie OG Memorial Trophy. They don't like it, but it is what it is.
The Willie OG Stanley Cup.
No,
listen, I did not pronounce that. Yeah, listen.
No. Willie OG. Look, Willie OG Memorial Trophy. I changed it. They don't like it. I get it. Look, I get to hold on to this thing for like a year, so I'm gonna take advantage of it.
Listen, man, you gotta roll around with like it's the $1 million belt.
Oh man, listen, they don't like it. I'm taking it everywhere. It's going on the road. I'm mad I didn't bring it with me this weekend, but I probably would have lost it. So good thing I didn't.
Yeah, you was speaking of this weekend. You was type fried this weekend. Like being that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that you was fried this weekend. How about you would tell them how was your weekend? Let's not even talk about me. How was your weekend? Because I was with you this weekend, definitely, and yeah, ours is very low. So explain to the people kind of weekend you had.
Okay. Oh well. Okay. Shout out first to Black Sheep Podcast. Go on the check-in. Appreciate you. Well, let's see. So this weekend was my 40th birthday. It was on Mother's Day. I might be sleeping with it. I don't know. It depends. But okay, you changed it. You got New York City behind you. I dig it. Okay. We went from the West Coast.
I represent my city, man.
I see you. So back to that. So was my 40th birthday this weekend. Strip club, and I want to say for about the first hour and a half of it, I probably didn't know where I was at for most of the time. Yo, appreciate that. Shout out to that one little piece of edible I had that made me feel like my whole night was over before it began.
Son, you look like you ain't had an edible. It was like you smoked a pound. That's how your eyes is lost. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you, son?
I looked at the pictures and I was like, yo, I really look like I was out of it.
So, everybody. So, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. So, my question to you, right? So, you did the edible. How did you feel? Because I did the edible once. One time, and I'm not. And had me looking at had me watching the TV with mute on.
All right, so I had a gummy before, and then it didn't do nothing for me, so I took 2. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. These shits don't do nothing to me. So I took this one little edible before, and I took this one edible. This time it looked like it was a small. I honestly won't lie to you. Look, it was like this big. It was like a small Hershey. It like the Hershey milk chocolate bar. I took one little cube of it. Son, at 8, I want to say at like 8:45, I took it. By like 9:15, 9:30, I thought I was in Disneyland.
You say, hey, bro, I seen you. I don't know what you think you was doing at the party, but you was definitely not that mobile. You was walking around. I don't know where you was at or what world you thought you was in with dimension. But you was grounded. You was grounded.
No. I was good. I was good. I was good for, I want to say like by like 9:45, 10 o'clock, I was good. I had like 8 chicken fingers and like 2 bottles of water. I was good after that. But for that first, like, I want to say that first hour, yo, don't fall in the street. I felt like I was good, but I could tell I was not Pink. You don't want that. No, trust me, you do not. That should. Oh, shout out to my supplier, Marty.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, like that. I laugh my ass off because I'm saying watch you. I'm chilling and shit, and I watch you. I'm like, he said he on edible and drinking. Yeah, bro, you literally was walking around pacing back and forth, stopping, pacing. I'm like, yo. He told me he's sobering up. Nah, you ain't sobering up there, brother. You was in another world.
Man, listen, bro, listen.
Then you told me, yo, you want one? No, nigga, I don't know. I don't want that feeling. Listen, not yet.
I took a couple pictures and didn't even realize I took them until the pictures was posted. I had the edible, right? Then when we got there, I had a what is it? Tito's and cranberry. And then that shit fucked me up. Then my cousin got there and I had a Patron shot. No, I had 2 Patron shots. Like,
so you had tequila and you had vodka. Oh, you was wilding. You was living life.
Oh no, don't forget. And I had 1 shot of Douce like towards the end of the night.
How the fuck? Excuse my language when I say this, people. How the fuck are you even working today?
I'm back to normal. I'm good. I was today. Yeah, it's remote. I'm fine.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You sound like you just.
Nah, KD. It wasn't even the strippers. It was the edible. And man, listen, trust me. I know everybody kept coming to me like, yo, you look like you don't want to be here. I'm like, I'm good. Like, everybody kept asking me like, yo, you having a good time? I'm like, yo, I am chilling. I'm like, this is great. But yo, bro, I can't even tell you. Like, half the shit I don't even remember.
Nah, you was good. Nah, shout out to KD though, because I'm gonna get on KD right now too, Rob.
Is it gonna be the story you was telling me about?
Shout out to KD for looking sad in the strip club, man.
Oh man. He told yo KD. He told me what happened, man. Don't do. Oh, nah. You want to get technical? Nah. If we gonna put little stories out, then we gonna put stories out because I know he's not listening. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I gotta put this one out.
Put the whole story out. I just need to get on KD real quick. Hold on.
All right, you go with your story. KD, I got one too.
Yo, Katie, man, it's all right, man. Just know, man, that was her job, bro. That was her job. She didn't really love you, all right, bro? It's okay.
Speaking
You'll
of
get him
love,
next time.
speaking of love, shout out to my coworker Jeremy. His first time ever in a strip club, and he came
Them
to
boy
me like,
finds.
yo, he came to me. He was like, yo, Shorty told me she gonna make me fall in. She gonna make me fall in love with her. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. All I'm gonna say is 1 minute I saw him at the ATM, and the next minute he was gone, and then like 10 minutes later he came out VIP. So all I'm gonna say. So all I'm gonna say. Yo, good looking, Don. Good looking.
Yo, let me say something to you. When it comes to strip club, like me, I don't really. As I got older, I don't care for strip clubs. I don't care for them. You know what I'm saying? But when I first started going to strip clubs, like you said about your man, right?
I did it too. I did it too. We all did it. I know. I know.
the first strip club I ever went to was some underground shit. It was on Rector Street. Some first time I went to, I was like, all right, this is all right, you know. But it
What,
wasn't
Rector
no
Street
real shit.
downtown?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
underground,
you
yo.
like some underground
Yeah,
basement shit? Yeah.
yeah. The shit was, yo, no lie, it was so bad, right? It was in a fucking deli that you had to go through the freezer to get to the strip club. That's how underground the shit was. Like the shit you see
Wow.
in a rap video that you walk through the freezer, that's what I had to go into. But no, my real experience in strip clubs was Sue's Rendezvous on my 25th birthday. I went in that motherfucker at 10:30 p.m. and came out 6:30 in the morning. Never again.
All right, so I got one story. I got a story too, since we got a little stripper story, right? So my cousin graduated from high school. No, from college. When she graduated from Clark Atlanta, she graduated. I can't remember what year it was she graduated, but me and my uncle went to a strip club in Georgia called Pinups. We went in there at 6:30 in the afternoon, and we didn't come out till 3:30 in the morning.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
you me beat.
My
You got
uncle
me
went
beat.
back. All I'm gonna say is my uncle went back to the ATM more times than Jeremy did.
Nah, I'm not gonna hold you, right? The worst shit I think I did that night, and I blame my cousin for this, and I hope you watching, because yeah, it's your fault. It was an Italian guy in there with his son. I guess it was his son's birthday. He had all the strippers there with him, surrounding him. They buying bottles, right? Here my cousin go, we gonna get some bottles too. We gonna buy bottles and stand in third. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time I realized a Moet bottle in a strip club costing $150. When I mean my face hit the ground, was like, yo, $150 for this $30 bottle of Moet? Yeah, nope, no. But I stayed there the whole night though.
You know what's crazy? I really don't think a lot of people realize. I really don't think a lot of people realize that these strip clubs, like their bottles, be like triple the price you get in a liquor store.
The clubs too.
Yeah,
The clubs
exactly.
too.
A $75
That's
bottle
why
of
I
Henny
don't.
in the liquor store is like $350 in a club.
Bro, this is why if I ever go to a lounge or club, I don't buy bottles. I'm not fronting for nobody. I'm not doing none of that shit because people buy bottles to front. First and foremost, I don't need a whole bottle. I need a cup or two. That's if I drink, which is very rare. I don't really drink, so
Mm-hmm.
you know that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm good. Like first of all, you got bottle, then you gotta tip them. No,
I gotta say my 3 MVPs this weekend in the strip club had to be. I'm gonna say it had to be Jeremy, Vinny, and Marty. Because Marty was doing some shit that I seen her that I was like that I caught in videos later on that I didn't even remember seeing it.
But nah, that shit's crazy, man. Strip clubs, I don't. Like I said, when it comes to strip clubs, I don't really care for them shits. But you know, it was your
I'm
B
done.
day. Where you go?
No, I'm done. I can honestly
You said
say,
you done?
yeah, I'm hanging up. I can't do it no more. I'm finished. The edible made me realize that was it. I can't do it no more. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen,
Yeah.
man. Nah, you like, bro. You like. Listen, I was done with strip clubs. Like,
Yes, KD,
I could.
exactly.
What you said?
Now he said I used to buy those 300 plus bottles in the club back in the day. As you get older, you realize it ain't worth it. Yep.
It ain't nowhere near worth it. Nowhere near at all. Because at the end of the day, you can't take the bottle with you. When you leave, you can't leave the bottle with the club. That's one. And two, let's be very
Oh,
realistic.
actually, I'm sorry to cut you off. You're right. Irvin will definitely get MVP consideration too, because I seen Irv looked like he was over there about to marry Shorty.
Yo, that's dude that he had Shorty hostage. It was married.
Yeah.
Yo, she wanted. Yo, she was hostage. I seen her face. Yo, me and Stacks was looking like, yo, why she like she ready to run away? Will, first of all, I seen Will when I got there. I seen Will 3 hours later, and I seen Will before I left. I don't know where the hell he went.
Will
was in there trying to find his love, the love
of
his life.
He was. It was like the flavor of love in there for him. He definitely was.
Oh man, but nah, shout out to your young boy, man. Your young boy fell in love. Yeah, he was ready. He was ready to risk it all. I could have swore I heard him tell like, yo, you ain't gotta keep doing this.
I think she told him that, and he fell for it. He's like, you ain't gotta keep doing this.
First of all, do you know ATLs? A strip club, ATM in the strip club is at least an $8 surcharge. Y'all keep playing with that shit y'all want to.
Brown table was good. Yeah.
Brown table was shaking.
Yeah.
Everybody in the comments was shaking. I'm sorry if I bypassed y'all saying hi, hello. It's just some hilarious shit, man. Especially when you sober, you see it all. And like,
I can't even say I'm not even sober. I wasn't even sober. I can't even relate.
I know you wasn't sober. You was following the yellow brick road. He's like, I think I'm gonna walk this way. I'm gonna walk that way. Nah, I'm gonna walk this way.
I don't know, man. Listen. All I can say was a good night, man.
Nah, listen, man. The most important thing about it is you're 40. If you enjoyed yourself, how you wanted to enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you hit a milestone because a lot of people our age don't make it.
God bless. Exactly. I'm retired though. Once again, I'm retired though. No more. I can't. Now birthdays are going to be spent on taking trips, big vacations.
Yeah, man, that's definitely what you gotta do, trips, man. Because nowadays, well, I mean, you gotta look at it now because motherfucking airlines is having delays because they ain't got no pilots and shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you heard about that?
Yeah, bro. We gonna talk about this. The taste top is let's talk about it. We can talk about.
No, let's not just get in there now. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
That's just crazy, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna talk about some shit today that's been going on with all current events. And one of the current events is definitely why is no pilots? What's going on with it?
I heard about that. I really read that the other day. I'm like, what the hell? Like, how is that possible? And then they had then they also had the flight attendant stranded in a town for like, and they didn't even tell them, like they didn't even know when they were gonna get back on the airplane.
Yo, I don't mean to laugh at that because at the end of the day, what sucks about it is the reason they have no pilots because like I have a real good friend that's a bro of mine for over 20 years who's a pilot, and I was getting on him for being on vacation. Like, dude, you got people stranded, your ass is on vacation. But anyway, and I asked him, I was like, yo, what's with the shortage of pilots? Because first it was United, then it became Delta. He was like, yo, they wanted everybody to get vaccinated during that time, and everybody refused to get vaccinated. So when you tell people you refuse to get vaccinated and they tell you they're gonna fire you, a lot of them said F it and left. And also at the same time is when the whole COVID shit happened and they was cutting people hours. It's like how the hell so it comes down to it, like right now we're United. And I was reading this shit the other day. And this for people out there listening like to travel and all shit. Y'all take United on your trips. Beware. If you take say you leave from New York, you go to let's say Maryland, which most people don't. They mostly drive.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, when United, and I read this last week, when you book a flight to Maryland, they will try to make you change your option and make you take a bus.
Really?
So basically, yeah, because they showed on pilots.
They try to make you take a shuttle bus.
Yeah, they'll definitely put you on they so-called quote unquote Greyhounds. They see you in Maryland because they figure it's you come from New York, it's like a 4-hour drive. Mm-hmm. So they figured they only trying to save their pilots for like the long drive, like New York to Vegas, New York to Florida, and like that. So right now, like if you interested in being a pilot, this is just done. Look how many people got stranded. Like recently, like they had their flights delayed to the point is look at our bro. His flights was delayed like crazy to the point he didn't even get on his flights the next day. Regardless, you booked ahead of night. Like this shit sucks.
Mm-hmm. I think the worst part is being in the airport waiting for your flight, and you get there, and then they just cancel your shit, and there's with no flight to come up.
Yeah, that is. That's it's crazy. It's bad because you got to look at it like this. Like y'all put these people in a position. It was on some restrictions down the lay down type shit. A lot of people was like, "Fuck it, we out of here. We out of here. Y'all not gonna do this shit to us. Like y'all not gonna make us do something we don't want to do." It sucks that a lot of people lost their careers behind that.
Swaggers KD said in today's news, New York City bus drivers are not going to open the back door of buses to avoid people not paying the fare.
Yes, they just put that in effect today. Actually, this morning they put that in effect because they've been having a high rate of passengers getting on the bus, and also it's been a high rate of crime on the bus. So they figured they make you go through the front door, they can see who's doing what. Like there's been a lot of cases of people getting assaulted on the bus.
I mean, doesn't matter if you're gonna get on the front or the back of the bus. If you get assaulted, you're gonna get assaulted.
Very true, but even bro, it's been like the crime rate in New York. As we know, the crime rate in New York City has been up so bad that it's becoming borderline unstoppable. And like you just said, it don't do it matter if they get in the front and the back. Because listen, I've been on the buses many times, especially coming from high school, where motherfuckers act up on the bus and jump out the window, open the back. I don't know if you remember the 12 bus. You open the back window, flaps open, you just jump down.
Damn.
Like
you was in high school back in like the 80s though, so I understand. I get it.
Touche.
Thanks. I can't
like it's so much crime and like it's just unnecessary crime. Like the whole back door shit. You can't stop nothing. If somebody gonna get on the bus, what you gonna tell them no? I mean, people, stop trying to fear that. Please, it's gonna happen.
Beeline bus service
is gonna happen. From
June 1st to Labor Day. That's not bad. 3 months, but that's a different type of
Beeline anyway.
Yeah, but that's Westchester bus though. So like obviously they bus systems are a little different from MTA. So they probably could afford to have free passengers from June to September.
But you want to hear the funny shit though?
Beeline actually goes to my job.
It's the same thing. Because they take Metro cards. It's the same. You know what it is? It's just like a lot of people, like I had to learn this coming up. I was like my son infatuated with trains. MTA is one big pool with so many different owners. You got the B-lines and all other shit. So everything, like even the Metro North is MTA to a certain extent. Like you ask a Metro North, you work MTA, they'll straight them down and tell you no. I forgot what other company they call it they work for. Long Island Railroad said MTA, but they will tell you I'm not an MTA worker. So it's just so many different companies in one. Think about it, like look at our trains, the number trains compared to the letter trains. The letter trains look more so like Long Island Railroad trains. They bigger, more spacious, even in stops. Because at one point they was owned by I forgot what company. The company that owned the Long Island Railroad owned the letter trains until they all merged.
I can't even tell you. I haven't taken a train in so long, bro. I can't even tell you.
I took the train today, man. And this lady, man, I take the train every day as an adventure, yo. I'm telling you, people don't, and I'm quite sure a lot of y'all drive, a lot of y'all take the train. Like I had a lady on a day, and I had my headphones on. She kept calling everybody a nigga. Wow. And I had to look up and see who it was. It was a black lady. Y'all niggas this, y'all niggas that. Mind you, the whole train is full of black people. Y'all niggas. This is like not niggas with the AS, the ERs.
Oh, the ERs.
I got more money, you black nigga. It's like, damn, word. That's how you feeling?
Wow. Okay.
That's being, bro. This is what I deal with every fucking day. It's always an adventure. Always an adventure.
I love New York City though. Wouldn't be New York City if you didn't.
But it begs the question though. Like you have people, especially minorities, that call each other niggas. And it's like, do they get a pass saying it as if a white person was saying it? Most people that's gonna say yes. Oh yeah, they get a pass. But the thing is, why should they get a pass? Of course we say, yo, what up, my nigga? What up? This, that, and the third, but nigga, that's an offensive word.
You just answered it in your own. You just answered your own question though. It's in a way. It's look. At the end of the day, the word shouldn't be used. Period. By black people or white people. Period. It's just something we learned growing up. So we say it like it's just a term of endearment to us. But if I call you if I say yo, what up, my nigga, and then I go, you're such a nigger, then yeah, I just dissed you. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I just insulted you. I mean, I'm not saying it was right or wrong, but I literally just insulted you though. Like,
but you know, like you said, bro, we got to a point where it has come so accustomed. You know what I'm saying? It comes like it came to a word of it comes to a word of like a word of endearment. Like, people don't no longer get offended. So think about. I'm not gonna say 1970 because you had the black exploitation movies when they was calling each other nigga, and it started becoming acceptable by then. Think about if that word wasn't acceptable, like our grandparents stopped that shit in the 1940s and 50s, we wouldn't have that word. It wouldn't be so accustomed. But you know, you had the black exploitation, you had music, you had people in the street, whatever the case may be. It became accustomed. Like looking back in the days, they call each other, "Hey, what up, young blood? What up, blood?" You know, stuff like that. What up, cuz? Before the gang, the gang shit, took it over. That was the way of greeting each other. What's going on, my brother? How you doing, brother? Now it's like, what up, nigga? What's going on, nigga? This, that, and the third.
But nowadays it's like, yo, what up, king? Like, you understand?
I'm not calling by that.
People are trying to find, but I understand people are trying to find a better way of greeting another person. So I understand it. It just matters who decides who wants to say it or not. Like you said,
actually,
you won't
at this point, it may be too late. It's too late. You know why I won't call nobody king? I'll be very real with you, and a lot of people might not agree with me. That's a title earned, bro. That's a title earned. That's like when I hear people call certain people OG up OG. I'm like, yo, that's a title. That's earned. That's earned. That's an earned title. So you call somebody your king is like, all right, that's like you calling somebody that you know is a fuck up in the street, yo, king.
Oh,
what makes that person? What make that person? I'm not saying that, Katie. What makes that person fucked up doing bad shit a king? And some people, honestly, that person might be a king because what he has above the rest. But me calling somebody king, no. If you deserve that shit, yo, listen. And that's not me trying to stop other people from using the word or calling each other that. No, that's yabia.
Yeah,
I call people, yo, what up, brother? What's going on, brother? How you doing, brother? I'm just taking that. I might call you if I call you bro, that's different. But if I call you, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
A lot of people don't realize though, you calling somebody bro, calling somebody brother is different.
And you're absolutely correct, and that's why I just try to break it down. Because figure what's going on, how you doing, brother? Everything good, brother? I call people in the street. If I walk into a bump or something, excuse me, brother, I apologize. I call y'all, yo, bro. It's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people don't get that. Even think about it now. Do we hear Latin people call each other spicks? They cut that shit. They knit that shit in the bud. Why? Because that's a highly offensive word to them. Hell, nobody really call Latin people spicks. Shit, that's instant death. That's instant death.
But yeah, you can get away. But yeah, we can see each other and be like nigga, and it's like, okay, cool. Like
Irish people, you never heard a black person, Latino call a person. Me personally, I never heard them say it. You never heard them call a potato eater. It's highly offensive to Irish person.
Yeah, I've never even heard that ever.
Super highly offensive. Highly offensive to them. Because at one point when, the word potato eater with them, even I got this from a movie and I looked it up, calling the Irish person potato eater is equivalent to calling a black person a nigga in his face. Or a black person a spick. Because simple fact is when, not even, excuse me, a cotton picker. Because that's the only resources they had.
I got a question for you. What do you find highly more offensive? If somebody calls you a nigga or they call you a monkey?
I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna hold you. If somebody to call me a monkey, knowing me, my personality, I'll laugh. I'll be confused, and my reaction probably be like, "All right, hold on, how I'm gonna handle this?" Because that's some real disrespectful shit.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
I've been called a nigga before.
I have too.
I've been called a nigga before, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't even offended.
And Envy's right.
A monkey, what she said?
No, she said we as a whole allow the N word. Other cultures don't allow it.
Yes.
I have a coworker, right? That he's a white dude, right? And he was like, I grew up around black people, so I could say the N word. And I was like, no, you can't. Like it was literally like a bunch of coworkers, and they were just sitting there, and he was just like, yeah, I can say the N word. And I was like, no, you can't. He's like, no, I grew up around a bunch of. I said, it don't matter. You can't say it. Like you can't say it. Like I was like, don't get me wrong, we cool. I said, but no, you can't say
I have a I have a attorney in my job, right? A partner. He grew up in Far Rockaway. He always tell you this. If you mention Far Rockaway, he'll tell you I grew up in Rockaway with the blacks standing third. See my ass kicked at standing third. So I told him this, and I listened to his story. I was like, that's a good story. I said, but let me explain something to you. You might be a partner, you might be the standing third, you might grow up the blacks, but that doesn't mean you can never say that word. I don't give a fuck who you are. I said,
it.
because me and other blacks here will find it offensive because one, you're white, you're Jewish, and a lot of people don't understand this. Jewish people is racist at times.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you're higher up in the firm, so you saying the word nigga is like you can say it because you're higher up than us. And if you're gonna take offense to like we lower than you. So we could spin that and it's like, nah, you're wilding the fuck out. But like you said, we allow it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
have
what
black
did?
people that allow you have yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say no. I'm sorry. I said, what did he say about it when you said it?
Oh no, he made it clear. He said he never said it. He said he'll never say it. He said regardless of what, he never said he knows his boundaries. I said, I hope so. I said, I really do hope so. I said, because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, um, it's consequences behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It's right. Even that's like a Jew. You call I forgot what you call a Jew. What's offended to them? Like what's the offensive word? And it's something, and they take a real offense to it. Like Arabians, you call Arabians sand niggas, they get offensive to that. But it's so many different variations of offensive words you could say to people, and I try to learn them all. Italians, you already know how that goes. You call they
Mm-hmm.
first of all,
Mm-hmm.
you call
Mm-hmm.
a Sicilian. Nah, ain't nothing worse than calling a Sicilian like yo. You know you black, right? You might kill you. He might kill you. Because remember, Sicilians is like, no offense to all my Dominican people out there. They like the Dominicans or the Italians.
Yeah, it's crazy. Me and Monty was just having a conversation the other day about the Sicilians and black and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Well, look, we're gonna come back. We're gonna get back to this when we come back because we're already at 31 minutes. So we're gonna take a quick break. If you're looking to get a show on the Evening Rush Network and you don't know how, this is how you do it.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
All right, guys, we are back. Shout out to sponsors once again. Shout out to 2920 Clothing, Sayings about Butter, Bobby D Customs, I Am Her Creations, Linden Coin Laundromat, and Rhinestones in the Box. Thanks for being great sponsors. So KD said, and I don't know if you heard about this. He said in other news, Biden is trying to make internet service free for low income households. What do you think about it?
I never heard of that, and I wish I did. That'd been definitely something to talk about. I mean, believe it or not, they started already in some places. Like for instance, where I live at, in my
Hey, Auntie.
complex, they actually gave everybody in the complex the free Wi-Fi. So there's some places they started it already. Yeah, they started it. But I mean, it's cool, but I'd rather my own internet service because that's just me. I like my shit to run faster. I'm a gamer as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but some places they have definitely started that already. But I don't know if it was Biden's. I don't know if it was Biden's forcing it or just some people. Some of these real estate agents like, yo, fuck it, here. Why not? We make y'all pay all this rent. Here's a gift to y'all, which is good because think about it. Cable vision costs a whole lot nowadays. Cable vision costs a whole lot and everything. So it's just it's More power to them, man. Blessings. But Biden, that's not it. Honestly, you have a lot of people who need something better than free Wi-Fi. How about healthcare? How about public, like, I mean, not public assistance. You got people out there that get public assistance, but what about the working people? We need that too. Let's not get it twisted. We definitely need that.
You know what it seems to me, bro? It seems like people are asking like, oh, what about the stuff that you promised in your campaign? Like, okay, for example, they're like, okay, well, what about the cutting the student debt? And he'll go, we're working on it. But in the meantime, here, take this free Wi-Fi. And then everybody's happy and then don't mention anything about the student debt again.
Because people are weak-minded, bro. People are so weak-minded. Like, in every, think about it, even when Trump was fucking up. Trump was doing all types of crazy shit. Like, and I'm not like for the racism. I'm not gonna blame Trump for that. It always been there. People just brought that shit to the forefront because they felt they had a president who would back them in what they do, which in some instance he did. But you know what happened? You know what he did? Hey, let's give them the stimulus check. Everybody was forgiving all shit that what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Stimulus check override anything. Look at Biden, man. Not Biden when he came in. Oh, nobody really wanted him there, but you know what he did? He's the only liable choice we had. So when he came into office a couple of months later, take the stimulus check. Oh, Biden's all right. He's cool. Let's see what he do.
Like I said, when he got elected, it was just the lesser of two evils.
And you know what? You know it's crazy, being that you bring a lesser of two evils, right? I want to ask you something. And this happened. This happened last week, right after our show, Ed. And I told you I wanted to speak on this, right? And I want everybody else's opinion too. You seen the whole Dave Chappelle thing when
when he got
fan attacked him?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, everybody know. I mean, a lot of people who really don't know. I've been a Dave Chappelle fan since his Def Jam days. He all that funny to people, but he was funny. I've been following this man damn near 30 years. His jokes always been vulgar. Until he got, till he reached that God tier level to where he tells stories into his jokes. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of people get offended because he always say he's pros trans. That's not his thing, but he respect they lifestyle. He respect what they do, but that's not his thing. He also tells jokes about it. But at the same token, he tells stories about friends who was trans, gay. His wife hang with gay people. They always at his house. People just overlook things he say. So now, since he's been attacked by the alphabet people of Netflix, more people have been outspoken about his jokes. So recently, as we see just now, he got attacked by a fan who, rumors say, was part of the alphabet community. Now, the only reason I bring this up because I have a question now. You attacked a celebrity on stage where there was no security around, and you had a knife. They said you had like a fake gun, but either way, you had a weapon. You got two weapons on you. And this person has not been charged with a serious crime, but a misdemeanor. And the only reason I bring this up is because, what is it? Is it because this person, quote unquote, is a part of that community that he just got the slap, that he or she got the slap on the wrist? Or police don't give a fuck and he actually got an agenda. They just want this man out because he's too outspoken. What is your take on that?
I could say the latter, but also I could also say he got the beats put on him. He got the beats put on him so bad that they were just like that was his. Because I look at it like this, right? At the end of the day, that guy was still a black guy. That guy got stomped out and demolished. I mean, if you've seen the pictures you've seen, he got demolished. They might have just took it as like, yo, we're gonna give you a misdemeanor. You got the ass whooping you was gonna get anyway. So. But at the same time, I'm also starting to see a pattern where I feel like comedians at this point in life is like it's going to be a dying art soon, because it's like you can't say anything at this point anymore without being offended. I don't know if you were seeing it a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. There was a comedian that talked about T.I. on stage, and then T.I. got all offended, grabbed the mic, and started. Going back at the comedian. It was about his alleged, sexual thing or whatever the case may be. But the comedian clearly said, like, yo, it's just a joke. And I didn't even say anything, like, I didn't even specifically mention the allegations. But at the same time, it was implied, so you know what it was. My thing is, and the same thing with the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation. It's like, do you are you gonna attack these guys? Would you attack them if it was somebody else? Like, I know I hear the joke all the time, like, oh, Will Smith wouldn't attack Chris Rock if it was The Rock. But my thing is, like, would you attack these comedians if they were somebody else? Like, let's say if The Rock was a comedian and he said what he said about T.I., would T.I. say something back? Would Will Smith have smacked him? It's almost like you can pick on the weak, but like these guys made millions of dollars off of being comedians. And now it's like all of a sudden the same offensive things that they said in the past that made them millions. Now is the same thing that can take away all their millions. And it makes no sense to me.
See, this thing, bro. I'm gonna answer everything you just said. I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna answer. I'm giving my opinion or take on it. See, the whole thing. I'm gonna get back to the Dave Chappelle show. I'm going to line. See, the whole Dave Chappelle. Why I brought that up as far as the whole is that guy protected by the alphabet communities, because this is the second time Dave Chappelle has been rushed on stage. The first time he's rushed on stage by Dyke.
Mm-hmm.
And he said this. He said the female rushed him, the female male rushed him, and he kicked in the face. Because simple fact, you're not gonna rush me while I'm on stage.
First of all, once you're on stage, all things is off. Because now it's self-defense.
Now, what that is, that person didn't get charged at all. They got escorted out the venue, but they didn't get charged. So now you got this person again who rushed, who didn't get charged as well. So it's like, you know how they say everybody go through their reigns of who take over Hollywood, who take over, who's the powers that be. At first you had the racist whites, as they say. Then you have as right now, it's the people in the alphabet community who's in power. Who's been saying that for a while, whether it's music, Hollywood, whatever. So now it's like, yo, do they have the power that be? They like, yo, listen, this happened, whatever the case may be, you write it off. So now it puts you in a position like, yo, do I keep performing and be in my life, keep putting in danger? Yeah, granted, he got the beat with him like everybody say, but how often can that happen?
No, you're right.
Because
it can get a lot worse.
It is. And Dave Chappelle's a person who walks around with no security, just him and his family.
Yeah, and then you look at it like, how the hell did he get in there with the knife? Aren't you supposed to get patted at the door or whatever?
Exactly. First of all, the man don't allow phones at his venues. So how the hell but you got a knife in there? So that right there tells me a whole lot. Like, all right, like, is these people like, and I'm not gonna say these people because I don't want to just blame them, because I don't want people to get offended. Like, yo, do he got something against people of that gender? No, I don't. But I'm just speaking on something because even look at the Jesse Smollett case. Fucking Dave Chappelle. Look at the Jesse Smollett case, like I brought to you. Dude lied. If that was anybody else, lied about something that's serious, that is a crime. I forgot the name of that crime. You lie like that, you go to court, you go to trial, especially you lose, you're going to jail. Why? Because you wasted everybody's time. You had everybody investigating shit. But look, he got out.
You got to also look at that too, right? You got to also look at it too, right? He got out, yeah, but his career is ruined forever. Like that might be worse than going to jail. Because what happens when that money runs out?
I don't think so. You're gonna have people that's not gonna want to work with him, but you're gonna have people that's gonna give this man another chance.
I believe it when I see it. I think his career is over. Honestly, I believe when I see it.
He never really had a career. You want to get retired? I don't even know him from Empire.
I mean, that's it.
Exactly. Then also, like you said with the whole Will Smith, he had to smack anybody else. I'm gonna be very honest with you, and I had to really say anything about this, and I'm gonna say this: when you're broken and you take so much, all that brokenness is gonna completely shatter, and you're gonna react a certain way to whoever is there who actually shattered you. That's like, for instance, let's take you for instance. Let's say, like, you put up with so much that you keep it built in, and it comes that one bad day. Like, I could make a joke to you like, yo, Rellz, ha, and you just flip on me. I'm gonna be there like, the fuck is this dude problem? But thinking about it at the end of the day is you had so much pent up, you gonna go back and realize like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Nah, I don't do that.
No, I'm not saying you. But I'm talking about that's the type of shit that happens. You know that you know the.
No, I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying. It just takes
one
sometimes. It could
bad
just take.
day.
Yep, I could just say it. He could just take one situation. You, look, I get it. So I seen some shit today at work. I seen some shit today at work. I was telling Marty about it earlier. Coworker of mine. Now we always make jokes, right? Because we always say like, "Yo, if you drop your mail, you now are officially a mailman," right? Like everybody has dropped their mail at least once in their career. This dude dropped his mail twice today, and both times, and mind you, he's a real quiet individual. Yo, I swear to you, like literally, he was just like he dropped it the first time. We didn't even know because we were all loading up, and all you hear out of nowhere is "fuck" mad loud, and we was like, "Yo, what the?" And then we looked, and he dropped the mail, and we was like, "You dropped the mail?" He was like, "Yeah." We was like, "Welcome to being a mailman. It's all part of the job now. You're officially a mailman, right?" 10 minutes later, he's still loading up his truck. Yo, over here, he dropped. Now this time we seen it. This time he dropped the mail. We looked at him. Yo, he took like 2 seconds and was just like, "Fuck," and we were like, "Yo, relax. It's not that serious. It's just the mail." Like, but you like you said what you were saying before. You never know what he might have been going through before that. He could have been having a rough morning, and then just feel
Now,
like
if one of y'all imagine one of y'all would have laughed at him when he dropped the mail and how he reacted to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he had pent up that made him yell out "fuck" like that, would have been took it out on one of y'all. What the fuck are you laughing? Now it could have went super left. What the fuck are you laughing at? It's funny. It's that like you said. I've seen it. I see the coolest people lose it.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. If he
You know
would
what
have
I'm
did
saying?
that, I think I
So
would have laughed at him. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but knowing him for the last couple of weeks that he's been there, because he just started working there
mhm.
like a couple months ago, I probably would have just laughed at him. Like I would just would have laughed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, and that sounds fucked up when I say it, but I just would have laughed at him. Because like at the end of the day, I'm one of those people who would try to make you laugh if you tight. Because I'd be like, "Yo, you just dropped the mail." Like I fucking would have dropped my mail just to be like, "See, it happens." You understand what I'm saying? But like, if he'd have came to me like, "Yo, what you laughing at?" I'd have been like, "You dropped your mail. It's hilarious." Like, and would have sounded insensitive. And I'm not an insensitive kind of guy. You know me, not insensitive. But I just would have laughed at him. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I would have just laughed. Sorry.
and speaking, you know, it's crazy. Like you said, like it's one bad day, man. It's one like speaking like another one bad day situation is going on. Look at Johnny Depp and Amber. I'm gonna say Amber Rose, Amber Heard.
One bad day.
Look at it.
Okay,
The reason I call it
look,
one bad day.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I got a theory on this, right? I
Mm-hmm.
really feel like this Will Smith situation brought to the forefront how all of these men are low key being abused and emasculated by these women. Because, yo, like, it was like, it just started like almost, you know how everything seems to be like a trend? Something starts and there's like, it seems like a domino effect. It
Yeah,
seems like that's the situation. It started with Will. It was damn, I can't remember who the other couple was, but obviously the Amber part and the Johnny Depp, and it was somebody else that I cannot remember who was because I was saying this to Maya. I'm like, yo, it just seems like it's just like all the women who emasculate these men. It just seems like it's all coming out at one time.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Johnny Depp. That's my guy right there, you know. And I don't personally know him, so I can't defend what the hell what's going on in their household. You can't defend nothing that goes in anybody's household.
No, because you don't
People
know what's
never
going on.
exactly. We can only have our opinions. Now, the way how Johnny Depp is, like, the only reason this shit got to the forefront, it wasn't because you know the money, everything was going on. It's because one, it's fucked up. My man got kicked off Pirates of the Caribbean. Disney took her side, you know, Amber her side, because you know they not with the whole, you know, domestic violence part. All they heard was domestic violence. They heard the matter of fact, they heard our last episode, two sides of the story. They just heard the one story, went with it, and that was it. Now you have this lady here who still, when she put her story out there of being abused, her career is starting to flourish now. It's going. While this man career, they done took his movie deals away from him. He done lost certain contracts. So, but now everything's starting to come out now to where you have fans petitioning her to get removed from movies. Like right now, she's been petitioned by 5 people to get taken out of Aquaman 2. And what happened? Warner Brothers has brought her role down to at least 10 minutes. instead of taking her out the movie. So, but this man here now is not in no movie because simple fact is his reputation is ruined as a woman beater, as an antagonist. But it's on to come out now. You got the security guards, you got her friends, his friends saying no, she's the one. But what happened is she did the smart shit was when he was going back with her after he had his breaking points, she had it all on video. It's fucking crazy. Like
It's
now,
it's still not looking good
like,
though. It's still not looking good for her though.
It's not looking good for her because what's gonna happen is now, you have people testifying against her. Now to the point it's like, oh shit, wait a minute. Like you said, the whole Will Smith effect. You're seeing a completely broken man. Have we ever seen any one of these celebrity court trials, especially, with they ex-wives, whatever, reach the internet ever?
Mm-mm. Not to this effect.
They got this video, this man down there crying and all that shit and all that, like broken. Straight broken.
Then I seen a clip of the court trial where I think Johnny Depp was like walking towards her, but he wasn't walking towards her to like speak to her, but she was coming off the stand. And like you could clearly see, like as he gets a little closer to her, she jumps back like she's scared, like he's gonna hit her. Like, come on, you're in court. That man is not even gonna touch you in court. Like, relax. Like,
and what sucks about it, they have a child together.
Yeah.
So now that child's gonna remember my mommy and daddy was in court going through this, that, and the third, and it's not even over custody. He wants split custody of his daughter, and he want get paid because basically you're getting this money and you cost me my contracts.
Yeah, exactly. It ended up backfiring on her.
First of all, when her lawyer filed that petition, the defamation, like the countersuit, and the judge was like, no, that's when they know she fucked up at. That's when they know they was like, okay, we might be in trouble here if she's in the winning seat, they would have never found nothing like that. They'd have been on some like, oh, whoa, hold on, wait a minute, we got this clear cut win, we got it. But now everybody been testifying against her. Now it's also, can we counter sue? Can we do that, senator? No, you cannot. Just said no. You got to take that. You have to eat that.
Mm. Oh, I know the other one I was talking about with the emasculation. It was the Black China and Kardashian thing.
Yeah.
For her to be in court and tell him, oh yeah, you pulled the gun out on him. Oh, I was just playing. We don't play. You don't play around with guns. I don't care who you are. You don't sit here and be like, oh, I was just playing. Like, when is that ever funny? When is that ever a joke?
Bro, Black China.
She played herself.
I don't even give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about her in no way, shape, or form.
Bro, that shit went all downhill the minute she went online to talk about how she's not being supported as a mom. And both her baby fathers put her on blast. Like, you only watch your kid like once a week. And then everything after that just went, and then after that just went downhill for her. Like, then she tried to sue the whole Kardashian family. That shit didn't work. Like, I don't know.
Bro, it's been so much going on with the world, and it's just a lot of stupidity. And let's talk about
before you get to what you're gonna say. What's going on in the world now, and I'm starting to notice it, is that women are starting to throw these allegations out, and people are still taking their word for it. But a lot of these women's allegations are starting to have no merit to them. When it gets deep into the legal thing, the legal formalities of everything, you start exposing these women, like, and you start realizing that these women are not, they're not the victims. It's the dudes.
Yeah.
And I feel like men are this goes back to our episode about the whole therapy thing. Men are taught to never, well, let's be honest, some men are never taught to speak about the insides of what's going on in their relationship. And then what happens? Now these women, quote unquote fake celebrity women, want to put it out to the world to portray these guys as these big, these villains. And then now when these guys counter back, and now these women are looked at, it's almost like in a Johnny Depp situation. If Johnny Depp is found not guilty, right, or there's whatever, he wins the suit or whatever the case may be. So now these Hollywood movie producers got to come crawling back now. Guess what's going to happen? Everything he wants, he's going to want his money back and more, and they're going to have to pay him if this is what they want him back for.
Yeah, I know he's definitely done with Disney. He already said it. He's not. He said because Disney's the first one to turn his back on him. He said he's done with them. He said the way how they threw him out was ridiculous. He said because he never portrayed that. He's even at that time. The crazy part, even when he's doing the whole Pirates Caribbean shit, and when Amber first brought that allegations against him, they start putting stories out that he was hard to work with. He was a drunk on stage, this, that, and the third. And he put it out there like, yeah, I was drinking, but y'all don't know what I was going through. But I still came up and did my job. If y'all knew what I was going through instead of outing me as a fucking drunk and hard to deal with, you would understand. Now I'm going through this whole court process. Y'all starting to get what I was coming from.
Marty, who are you talking about? Amber?
Yeah, no, she's talking about
Black China, I mean?
Yeah.
She's definitely shows she's
China,
crazy.
yeah. Black China.
She has a domestic violence case for her ex-girlfriend.
Look at that shit. See that? But it's crazy. Also, because show's almost done already. Time going. Yeah, you got a lot to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
What disgusts me over the weekend too. I don't wish death on no one. Well, except for pedophiles, molesters, and all that shit. Yes, I do because I can't stand them. That's just me. You're a rapist. You touch children, anything like that, you deserve a hot one. But anyway, the way the world reacted when this guy Kevin Samuel died. Now, my issue with that was right. I don't know. Like I told you, I don't know nothing about the guy. I heard about him with things he used to say, and people tell me I get two different stories from it. I get one that's he's speaking the truth of how certain women are, whatever the case may be, how these new age women are. Then you hear stories of how he downgrades the women. Either way, he has a following, whether it's negative or positive. So everybody know when the man passed, all I seen online was, is he really dead? Oh well, calm as a bitch. And it wasn't just one person. That shit was all over.
Bro, I heard that on the radio station this morning.
So my thing is this, right? Y'all hate that man. Was that man telling that much of a truth that y'all wanted him dead because he was talking about? Or y'all wanted him dead because the lies he was spilling and it was hurting egos, hurting prides? Either way, it was touching some nerves, good or bad, that they wanted this man out the way. Now, like I told you, I don't know nothing about this guy. I didn't even look him. Why? Because I didn't want to get into it. Because I didn't want to be a part of the split narrative. Mm-hmm. But my thing is this: for all the people out there that's wishing that man dead, I'm quite sure there's a million more people that's gonna be out there like him that's gonna speak the same shit. The thing about with him is he did it so well that he got on a large platform to either expose or tell lies. But trust me, you have people that's on these streams, these IGs, these TikToks, these Facebook, fucking MySpace, everywhere you go, that's gonna speak the same exact thing he was talking, whether you like it or not. But to wish a person dead, this and third, y'all sound crazy out there.
I would say something that I listened to the radio this morning. And I heard something that DJ Envy said when I was on my way to work, and he said it best as I could explain it. If I didn't like you while you was alive, I'm not gonna like you when you dead. I'm not gonna feel any different. Yeah, there's certain individuals in this world that I don't like, and a couple of them. If they was to die tomorrow, I would not feel bad. I'm just being honest.
That's real shit though. I'm the same way. You die, oh well. I mean, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say God bless him. I'm not gonna say damn that's crazy. You be like, oh he died. Okay. But I don't hate nobody. Like I said, I don't hate nobody that much that it on some like, yo, they died the second and third. Even motherfuckers I had fallen outs with, I just don't talk to.
Yeah, I don't wish death on anyone either.
Unless they're molested, and all other shit, you dead, good. You know what I'm saying? Good.
Yeah, I don't wish death on anyone either.
Straight like that, good.
If you die and I don't like you, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to come to your wake. I'm not going to come to your funeral. I'm not even going to send my condolences. It's just it is what it is.
I'll be a fucking idiot to tell somebody that I didn't like family member, yo, I'm condoled, sorry he dead. what the fuck I'm sorry for? Only reason I'm sorry he dead. If it's really that bad, that to the point where me like that person, I want him dead. And the only reason I'm saying I'm sorry he's dead because I didn't do it,
Oh wow.
and that's real shit. No,
And you said that.
that's real shit. Like, damn, sorry he's dead. And back my head, because I didn't do it. But like I said, I'm not at that point where anybody for me to feel like that.
Death row.
Anybody, word. But nah, I don't nah. But that's that whole Kevin Samuel shit, bro. Like, I looked at it, especially on Twitter. They going crazy, and it's like they put that shit out there before his family members get to put it out there.
You know the sad part
How the
is
fuck?
you gotta be a messed up individual for you to die, and the internet is like karma hit you. Karma hit you. I'm not mad you died. Like, you have to be a real fucked up individual for half the world to just be like, oh well, he died. Oh well. Like how
Yeah, bro.
fucked up do you have to be?
Yo, and it's crazy. The world, and by that man's passing, right? For the past couple of days, I literally on my IG and my Twitter have been seeing this man's cult following of the positive ones that felt about him and the negative ones clashing, like straight clashing. And it's like, yo, are y'all clashing? A lot of y'all don't even notice, man. Y'all let somebody that's doing what we and you doing right now get to y'all. Shit, if that's the case, I hope the positive words that me and you talk and everybody on the other podcasts is talk have the same effect on y'all. But you know it's funny? Negativity brings in the popularity.
Mm-hmm. Negativity breeds negativity, brother.
No, you know it's funny? It really don't.
No, it really does.
No, to a certain extent, because right now, say me and you be negative, right? Let's say that I'm telling you right now, like right now, like I watch all these YouTube shits, like all the podcasters, they talk about all the gang shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's a guy on there, you know, I'm not even gonna speak on because like, at the end of the day, that's not my field. The man he started his podcast by having fake paperwork on Jim Jones, by saying Jim Jones is a rat. Going on different podcasts, yeah, I got paid this, that, and the third, boom, 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 all of that, trying to expose him. And guess what he's doing now? He started his own podcast. He's been doing this shit for like a couple of months now. And guess what? He finally admitted, yeah, that paperwork was fake. But guess what? He got his following though. He got his negative and positive followers. Even the ones that don't like him, that follow for his negativity, follows him now because they're like, yo, he's a con, he's this, he that. But guess what? Anytime he shoot a show, they up under that. They watching it.
Bro, that just goes into what I said. Negativity breeds negativity. Because if you know, because now if you following him for all the negative shit he said when he just lied and told you the paperwork was fake, and you still following him, that means you just want to deal and dabble in the negativity as well.
People have feeble minds, man. Like I'll be very real with you. Like when Son first came out and did it, I didn't follow Son. I was like, you can have some people talk. Like a lot of people don't understand this type of concept, and I say this to people that's part of that life. When it comes to hateration and that crabs in the barrel effect, bloods hate on bloods. Bloods is each other's biggest haters. And a lot of people don't get that. When you are blood, whether you east, west, north, south, whatever the case may be, other bloods are your haters. They don't get along nothing. And I'm quite sure we might have other bloods, you know, if we have other bloods out there that's watching, I'm quite sure they could agree to what I'm saying.
Bro, that's not even gangs. Like that's regular life too.
Yeah, but you don't hang. But I know why I say this though, bro, because like I said, I watch damn near everything. You don't hear Crips hating on other Crips. You don't hear that. You hear more stories like, yo, this blood, he ain't blood, he this and the third. Look how long Jim Jones been out since 1997 with Cam. Soon as the man started popping, became popular, got his money up. Now, son, yeah, he's fake blood, this, he fake blood. It's like, yo, what's the hate about? Not for nothing. That man has carried the East Coast blood on his back for, you know, on the forefront. Nobody knew what the fuck a non-trade. I'm be keeping it stacked with you. Nobody, outside of New York City, around the early 2000s, nobody knew what the fuck a non-trade was because he was screaming it. He put that shit on the map until he started getting, you know, popularity. It's like, oh, he's a hater. He ain't this and the third. People just naturally hate. Like I told you with Kevin Hart. The man, he started off broke. Everybody loved him. Everybody loved him. Once became rich, he became famous. They start seeing his face in everything from shows to podcasts to IG. Now all of a sudden he's not funny. All of a sudden now they started comparing him and Cat Williams. Oh, Cat Williams is better. Cat Williams this, that, and the third. It's like, why? Why are you comparing the two? They're two different styles.
Once again, it applies in real life too. You can think about it. Look where we at right now. Look where we at right now, right? We a podcast still getting it off the ground, right? We got a pretty good following so far. Imagine now what happens when we take off. You'll have at least one or two of those people who will be like, oh, they think they bigger than who they are. It never fails. It always is that way. You're never gonna have, if it's 100 people, you're never gonna have 100 people who's gonna be happy for you. There's gonna be at least one or two.
I'm quite sure right now, how many shows this is our 26th show? I'm quite sure right now you probably got somebody out there who watches every week and say the following things. He's not like that. He's not like that. They talking bullshit. I don't believe what they talking about. That's lie. Bullshit. I don't get it. Or whatever. But while they saying that, guess what? They're watching us every week. And I'm not saying that on a cocky shit. I'm just saying like, yo, this is the type of people you have in the world. People tune into you just to hate. And it's like, yo, what are you hating on? What are you hating on the next person for? Just like we're doing, like if hopefully we don't have it, if we podcasting. I'm quite sure you could do the same thing we're doing. You could hit the producers up of the show like, y'all want to start my own podcast. I want do what they doing. Do it. If you feel we speaking this wrong, yo, say it in your own words. Nobody and this is some real shit. Nobody speaks. Everybody's opinion is not facts. If you're not talking about yourself, it's not a fact. It's an opinion, and people do not get that. I can't speak about. I'm Rellz. That's the bro. Talk to me all the time, every day. But I can't speak about what goes on with him. That's not my facts. Only he will know. You know what I'm saying? So unless he tell me something that he wants me to know, and if it could be repeated, I'm like, yo, not listen, this and the third, boom. If it's not supposed to be repeated, it's not going to be repeated. But that's what I'm saying. People don't understand that shit. Your opinions is not facts. This is where all these podcasts come from. This is why we understand like how, you have other podcasts that probably hate another podcast. You should never do that. Everybody's words is not the same. It could be the same, but doesn't mean that person speaking the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got an opinion.
100%.
Everybody got an opinion.
I agree. We about to close out too. We've been over an hour and 6 minutes already. All right. Is there anything you want to say before we close out?
Friday, my man Kendrick album comes out. I've been waiting for this shit for like the last 5 years. He just dropped the video, and I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the most basic, hottest videos. I had to watch it like 5 times because that dude's a fucking genius. So shout out to K-Dot, man. Hopefully one day you watch this like, oh damn, I've been a fan of that dude since before Section 80, man. Like that, I can't wait for the album to come out, man. I really can't. That's one thing I'm looking forward to is that motherfucking K-Dot album. Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's
the
name of the show. I always feel weird saying it because it feels like it's mad disrespectful though.
I'm sorry, Katie, go to bed. I'm sorry. I have not looked for a meth album since the Blackout. We not gonna talk about that.
Sure, I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna check it out tomorrow when I'm at work.
No, I'm not. Nope. No. I'm sorry. It's just some rappers I don't want to hear no more. I just can't. And that's another thing too. That we speaking on, people bring each other down. Like I just told you the K-Dot album coming out Friday, right? So I was listening to the radio. They talking about it coming out Friday. They talking about he gonna have the biggest album out, whatever. Then they start comparing his albums to other people. It's like, yo, and somebody correct them, like, yo, how about we all just enjoy all 3 albums?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they was like a Future album. They said Future got the hottest album out right now, but Kendrick come out, his shit going. It's like, nah, enjoy it. Then he was like, yo, Bad Bunny album coming out. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that Bad Bunny dude, listen, I took face value super wrong. What I mean by super wrong, I was like, yo, who is this dude? What the hell is this? Shout outs to Son for doing his thing. Son took that wrestling thing. Now he got a movie coming out as a wrestler. Get that money.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the hottest things going right now. Like, he's definitely looking out for the Latino community. Yeah, shout outs to him, man. Like, yo, y'all gotta definitely support that guy. Like, he's definitely looking out for that community, yo.
Man, listen, man, at the end of the day, controversy creates cash. If every radio station, every podcast went on and just promoted positivity, who would listen?
Bro, positivity don't sell.
This is what I'm saying. Exactly. You just said it. Positivity don't sell, sadly. You have to get on here and be like, oh, you got to look on here.
I love Vlad TV. That's one of my favorite fucking podcasts to watch. But at the same token, Vlad also asks certain questions that don't need to be asked. But at the same token, guess what? I'll be clicking views.
Because all he needs is all he needs is one answer. Put a screenshot, did a little screen record, put it out there, and everybody going to tune in to hear the whole thing.
And that's what he does on IG. That's what he does on IG.
That's how you do it.
But think about it, Vlad been doing this for damn near over 10 years. So he knows what he's doing. He know how to make the money. I don't hate on Vlad. One thing about Vlad, everybody hate on Vlad, this, that, and the third. Vlad was one of my favorite podcasts to watch.
Listen, these artists and people know when they get on that show, they know what they're about to get asked. They're not stupid. I'm pretty sure they didn't watch it enough to know that he's not going to ask you the basic, boring questions.
Exactly. Especially come to find out he paid these people. If I'm paying you, you're gonna get asked the super hardcore questions. I'm getting my money's worth. I'm not gonna say ask you, well, what's your favorite color? Motherfucker, I just gave you a check for $5,000. You gonna talk.
You gonna tell me why I don't like Blacko. There you go.
You gonna talk. Fuck that, man.
All right. But thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. We had an interesting conversation. We definitely talked about a lot of things. I'm still alive to talk about my life, so I'm glad too. This weekend almost took me out. But shout outs to everybody. Blacko, you got anything you want to say before we out?
Nah. Everybody, be safe out. The weather's about to get warm, so you already know how that's gonna go. New York about to get stupid.
City Island about to turn into the Royal Rumble. Be careful, guys.
You see how City Island was packed yesterday? Nobody could get in.
Yeah,
that's why I'm going to City Island.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm not too fond of City. I could really care less about City Island, to be honest with you.
City Island's overrated.
Yes, Auntie, I'm 40 years old, finally. Yeah, I know.
For a second time, he's 40.
Yeah. But we about to close out. Yeah.
But definitely, everybody enjoy this weather this week, man. Stay safe, yo. You hear gunshots, go the other way. This ain't like back in the day. They used to shoot and, keep their targets. Now, motherfuckers can't do that all. So, stay safe.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a good night, y'all.